Hello and welcome. You're with us here on Business Today. I'm Abha Bukaya. Here are the day's top business stories. CBI conducting searches in 12 locations in Mumbai and Maharashtra linked to Dewan Housing Finance action after FIR filed against promoters and others in what's turning out to be the biggest bank scam in India. A whopping 34,000 crores reportedly siphoned off. Big action in the NSE co-location scam as well. 4 years after being named in the FIR, Sanjay Gupta, the owner of OPG Securities, is arrested by CBI. Agency says he was trying to destroy evidence and bribe SEBI officials investigating the case. Oil tumbles below $110 a barrel as US government calls for fuel tax cut. Amid economic uncertainty, Rupee falls to a fresh low. The Indian currency depreciates 30 paise to close at 78.39 against the US dollar. Markets again in red after a two-day hiatus. Sensex shed 710 points and Nifty 2 slipping below 15,450. Metals, oil and gas pulling headline indices lower. Broader markets mirroring the losses in the main indices. After months of food and fuel shortage, the debt-laden Sri Lankan economy has collapsed. According to Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, the island nation cannot even purchase imported oil now. Soaring food prices push inflation to a 40-year high in UK as energy and food prices surge. UK inflation hit 9.1% year-on-year in May. The Bank of England last week implemented a fifth consecutive hike to interest rates in order to tame inflation. In what could be the biggest bank scam unearthed in the country, the Union Bank of India filed an FIR against the promoters of Dewan Housing Finance Corporate and several others. The FIR alleges that the accused entered into a criminal conspiracy to cheat a consortium of 17 banks. According to the complaint, DHFL chairman Kapil Wadhwan and others induced the banks to sanction loans aggregating 42,871 crore rupees. Of these, a significant portion was reportedly siphoned off and misappropriated by falsifying books, causing banks a wrongful loss of 34,615 crore rupees. The company was purchased via the bankruptcy court last September by Piramal Enterprises. Of the 17 banks DHFL has alleged defrauded, the top 5 are State Bank of India, Canara Bank, Union Bank of India and the Punjab National Bank. The scam eclipses the 22,842 crore ABG shipyard scam and the 11,400 Nirav Modi scam by a large margin. For more on this and the FIR, I'm joined by my colleague Munish Pandey. Munish, take us through all the latest developments on this case.
Well, what we can confirm at this point of time is that this is India's biggest bank fraud case where DHFL, its promoters, Dheeraj Vadhavan, Kapil Vadhavan, businessman Sudhakar Shetty and others conspired to defraud 17 banks to the tune of 34,615 crore rupees. According to the FIR, these banks started disbursing the loan amount in the year 2010. By 2015 and 16, they realized that the payment of the interest and the principal amount is getting delayed and defaulted, after which an audit was conducted, and in the year 2019, the loan amount was termed as non-performing asset, after which the process of filing a complaint started. The CBI received the complaint recently from Union Bank of India, after which they lodged an FIR, making all of them accused in the case. And we have been given to understand is that CBI conducted searches at least 12 locations in Mumbai and nearby areas in connection with this case, including the official premises of DHFL, Kapil Vadhavan, Dheeraj Vadhavan, Sudhakar Shetty and other real estate companies.
Right, thanks Munish for bringing us all the latest on that story. Now, after 2 days of gains, the Sensex and Nifty in the red again amid volatility. Sensex slumping 710 points, ending below 52,000. Nifty slipped over 200 points but managed to hold on to 15,400. All sectoral indices ended in the red, with the Nifty metal index reversing the previous day's gains to fall nearly 5%. The fall in crude oil prices weighed on oil and gas shares. Broader markets also mirrored the losses in benchmark indices. Among the top blue chip laggards, UPL, Tata Steel hitting 52-week lows. Others like Hindalco, JSW Steel and ONGC also logged in 3 to 4% losses. Meanwhile, the rupee tumbled to a fresh low. The Indian currency plunged 30 paise to close at 78.39 against the US dollar. Unabated foreign fund outflows and losses in domestic equities weighed on the currency. With inflation burning a hole in the Aam Aadmi's pockets, all eyes are set on the 47th GST Council meet, which will be taking place next week. Business Today TV is learning from its sources that despite soaring inflation, the GST Council is unlikely to cut rates on major consumer products. We have Karishma Sudani joining us now. Karishma, what's on the agenda of the GST Council this time around? And will we see any relief for the common man in terms of rate cuts?
Well, right, the 47th GST Council is set to convene on the 28th and 29th of June in Chandigarh. And despite high inflation, we are picking up that the Council is unlikely to suggest any rate cuts on products of consumer interest like that of air conditioners, electronic items like laptops, gems and jewelry, ready-to-eat foods or tobacco products. In fact, as per sources, group of ministers on rate rationalization is about to finalize an interim report that could also be submitted to the GST Council next week. And as per the interim report, sources are hinting that rather government is looking to increase rates on certain items. In fact, they could do away with exemptions on certain items like that of business class travel to Northeast or hospital room rent of rupees 5,000 per day. This will not include the ICU package. In fact, the GOM has also proposed to increase and impose certain taxes on packaged products like curd, lassi, papad, honey, which right now have been under exemption. On virtual digital assets, which of course has been speculated a lot that government is looking to impose certain kind of GST rate. As per sources, virtual digital asset discussion is unlikely to be considered in the 47th GST Council, and this is because the Fitment Committee is of the opinion that the crypto ecosystem needs further deliberations and deeper understanding, and for that state ministers of Haryana and Karnataka have been given the task to prepare a report and submit it for the next GST Council, which will be the 48th GST Council. Now, another key agenda, and that has to be studied, is of course on the compensation cess. As per June 30, the 5 years of compensation cess era is going to end, and also that marks the 5 years of GST regime in India. But states are not happy with this decision and have been pushing to the centre to increase the compensation cess for next 3 to 5 years. However, centre is unlikely to take an opinion on that. Well, a lot and action-packed, power-packed GST two-day GST Council meeting, which is going to take a host of new measures. In fact, it's also been told that the Council could increase GST rate on Tetra packets and cartons, and may also, in fact, increase rate on cut and polished diamond. This is coming in from our sources. Keep watching us as we bring you more latest information on the upcoming GST Council.
Thank you for that, Karishma. A lot of details there on what could be anticipated. It could be a big trigger needed to deepen the penetration of health insurance across the country. The insurance regulator, IRDA, is reportedly considering a proposal to allow life insurance companies to issue health insurance policies. If allowed, the move will not only increase access to health cover, it will also go a long way in reducing the cost of health insurance. According to the economic survey, life insurance penetration in the country was 3.2% in 2020 versus non-life insurance coverage of just 1%. Non-life insurance is not just health insurance but also includes motor insurance, fire and industrial insurance. I'm joined by my colleague Tina Jain Kaushal on this issue. Tina, what are the benefits and pitfalls of such a proposal? Take us through.
Thank you, Abha. 6 years after the insurance regulator banned life insurance companies from selling health insurance policy, it is considering allowing it again. This is because the committee, which was formed 2 years ago, has submitted its proposal to the IRDA chairman Debashish Panda. This is a welcome news for policy holders as premium rates are expected to go down because of intensified competition between general and life insurance companies. On the other hand, health insurance policies need lot of hand holding. We know health insurance companies have good claim settlement processes already in place. We don't know about life insurance companies. If this proposal gets true, we need to see how life insurance companies are ready to give smooth claim process to their policy holders.
How do you expect the health insurance market to change if such a proposal is passed, Tina?
Mediclaim policies are considered to be the most popular type of health insurance policies. Currently, life insurance companies are only selling fixed benefit plans. So if life insurance companies are allowed to sell indemnity plans, definitely customers have wide range of options in the market, and this will increase in turn the insurance penetration in the country. To give the numbers, general insurance penetration is just 1% against the global benchmark of 4%. So if life insurance companies come with their agency force, which is as huge as 2.5 million agents and 50,000 corporate agents, health insurance penetration is definitely going to increase in the country.
All right, Tina, thanks so much for joining us with that development. Swedish home furnishing giant Ikea opens its doors for Bengalurians. Bullish about the Indian market, Ikea has unveiled its fourth and largest store in the city. Spread over 460,000 square feet, the one-stop shop will feature more than 7,000 well-designed home furnishing products. My colleague Nagarjun visited the store this morning. Here's a sneak peek into the new property.
Ikea has come to Bengaluru, and it's the third shop that Ikea is opening here in the country. It happened in Mumbai, it happened in Hyderabad, and today they have arrived to Bengaluru and the inauguration is happening. Behind me is the Chief Minister, who you can see has inaugurated Ikea Bengaluru here. The Sweden furniture giant has come to Bengaluru today, and it is located right next to the Nagasandra metro station. So people coming in will take the metro. As you can see, a wide range of variety of furniture that you can see. And when we entered the Ikea store here, there were already people waiting in the queue to enter. The Ikea craze has just gone one notch above, with the Tech City getting its first store here in Bengaluru. As you can see, it's a complete decor setup that they have put up. The furniture setup have been put up here, and everything is in Kannada and English, because language is also a big concern for Ikea here. People did point out on social media that why are they not using Kannada as a language and only English, but now they have incorporated Kannada too. And let me take you across the store as well. This is the living room setup store that we are seeing, where you have couch and curtains and pillows. This is the bedroom that we just saw, and behind me is the living room setup. And Ikea has opened up its third store here in India. First was in Mumbai, Hyderabad, and now it has come down to the Tech City, the Silicon Valley of India, the Bengaluru city here.